What's up, SL family, and welcome back to my channel, Life with YAYA. This is your girl, YAYA, and I've been gone a very long time. But wait, let me explain. Well, no, I'm not going to explain this right now. Look, I am currently in between two trips right now. I have a trip that I am in right now in Cuba, but I also have a birthday trip coming up in Hawaii with a few friends. And I decided that I wanted to make a dinner for us for our first night in Hawaii. And the trip is tomorrow, so I wanted to go ahead and get all of the groceries that I needed for the trip because with Beyou food, you do have to actually shop for each of the individual ingredients. And if you are not actually, allotting enough time for yourself for the grocery shopping, you might actually cut it really close or end up finishing cooking really late. So I'm not trying to have that. I do want to actually enjoy some of my time in Hawaii with my friends. I don't want to be in the kitchen the entire time or shopping for groceries the entire time. So I am going to actually go ahead and do that right now, and you're going to follow me. Just keep in mind, guys, that this is a edited video, so there are times when I needed to go back to the grocery store. So keep that in mind as well, that you may not get all of the groceries you need when you go to the grocery store the first time. It's all trial and error, but as you continue cooking, it will get better. Also, I'm cooking a fairly large meal as well, and for a nice amount of people, or 16 servings. So that also contributes to me having to go back and forth to the grocery store and just kind of not adding up everything that I needed the first time correctly. But yeah, let's go ahead and head to the BU store. I'm looking for the honey glazed ham with pineapple recipe because I feel like that is totally Hawaiian vibes with the pineapple. So I'm gonna go ahead and cop that really quick, and I'm gonna head back home and just make sure that I have the recipe loaded into my cookbook. So all you do is you search for that recipe, and you drop it to the floor, or you can put it in your hand, click it, and then you just load it into your cookbook. And it's just going to disappear by itself after it's successfully loaded. So what I like to do is go to my actual assets on the BU website. They have like that folder there where you can just check for like through the meals, prep drinks, produce, dry goods, and see how much of each dry good you have available. So it's kind of like looking in your pantry or your refrigerator just to see what ingredients you have before you go to the store. Because when you are cooking larger meals, it can get pretty pricey. So I just want to make sure that I'm not overbuying anything. So the next thing that I'm going to do is create pretty much a grocery list by actually pretending like I'm going to go cook the meal. You have to go through the selection process, which I feel like could be maybe a little bit easier. Sometimes like you don't know what the hell you cooking. You gotta search through the menu like poultry, this. But basically, anyways, I'm gonna select the amount of servings that I want to make for each dish, and then it's just gonna give me pretty much a grocery list of everything that I need in my local chat. And so if I actually had those groceries available, what it would do is it would res out all of the objects that I need, the ingredients that I need to cook the food. But since I don't have it, like I said, it's going to give me a grocery list. It's going to say like, you can't cook this because you don't have this and this and this, and they'll say how many. So like that's what it's showing right there at the bottom of the screen, and I'm actually going to flash that again a little bit better so that you'll be able to see every single time what is missing. So don't worry about that. Okay, so here I am in my nearby chat or local chat, and I'm just copying and pasting everything that was on the grocery list that they created for me, and I'm creating a note card. Note cards come so in handy when it comes to BU cooking. So I'm just pasting everything that they said that I needed, and then what I'm going to do is take every single ingredient that they listed and list them by themselves, and I'm going to go through each recipe that I'm trying to cook, and I'm going to tally them up and put them next to each other so that I know the total amount of everything that I need. So when I go grocery shopping, I'm not like going through this list like, okay, I need this. Okay, I need actually 6 more. Oh, no, I actually need 6 more of those too. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes it a lot easier. So like you see, I have the lemon juice. So far, only 6 of them I need for that one recipe. Brown sugar, I only need 8 of them for that one recipe. And I'm just gonna go down the list like so. And then fast forward, I finished that one recipe, and now I need to just go back and add the additional amounts needed for the other recipes, if you get what I'm saying. So this is my grocery list updated. You see that I've added additional tallies of everything that I need. So when I go to the grocery store, it's going to be much simpler. Also, I wanted to point out, as you can see here, there are certain prepared ingredients like the creamy mix or the cheddar jack mozz mix, all that kind of stuff. Even like the honey glazed bowl for the ham meal. Those all are prep meal or prep ingredients. So you can either buy the prep ingredients at the store, or you can prepare them yourself, but those are not something that you actually buy, like the actual, like, so for example, I'll say the brown sugar is something you actually go to the store and buy brown sugar. The honey glazed bowl could be something like, for example, if I was making it in real life, it could be something like maybe honey, some brown sugar, a little seasoning, and then melt it, and that creates like a glaze. So that's pretty much the same thing that you're going to be doing in Beyou. You'll be actually creating the glaze. You won't buy a honey glazed bowl in the Beyou store unless you're buying a prepped meal. So here I am at the Beyou store, and I just wanted to show you all how I actually shop for the groceries. You have to be careful. So what my recipe calls for is evaporated milk, but if you saw, they had condensed milk right next to it. So you have to pay attention to the details and make sure that you're actually purchasing the right ingredients, because if you have something similar but not the exact ingredient that you need, you still will not be able to finish cooking that meal. And also be sure to accept the ingredients in the store when you purchase them. If you don't accept them, they won't be in your inventory, and you have to be careful because some items are not copyable and you just will have wasted your money. I also want to point out too that when you are buying fresh ingredients like fruits and vegetables, like in the produce and vegetable area, you're going to have to make sure that you actually grab those assets. So you will pay for them, but they'll still be in that section, and then you'll have to actually load those assets to your inventory. They won't automatically do that. So that's something to keep in mind too. But yeah, what I'm showing you though is that my girl Ling had showed me that you don't have to actually look for every single thing in the store, go aisle by aisle. You can actually go to world and area search and type part of what the item is that you're looking for, in this case pepper jack cheese, and you can hit zoom or teleport to, and it takes you straight to it, which saves a lot of time, and I will never look for groceries again. But here I am now back at home, and I am reloading my cookbook, and all I'm doing is taking all of the groceries that I purchased, dropping them on the floor, and loading them into my assets. And so the thing is, some of the items you may have to delete. It'll say like you may delete me now, but a lot of these items, once you load them into your assets, they poof by themselves. So what I'm showing you with this ham, I wait for it to poof first. I don't just drop, because that's how you lose stuff. This is not copyable, like I said, a lot of this stuff. So you want to just take your time with it, make sure you don't lose anything. Sorry, I have a little conversation going on with Lean. She's at my house too at the same time, and I'm recording this video. So don't mind that. just loading all of the groceries. I'm not going to show me loading every grocery. Don't worry. That would take forever. So I am back in the Hawaii house, and I am about to get ready to start preparing the meal. All of my friends are out at the beach right now having a freaking grand old time while I am wondering what I was thinking as far as making a home cooked meal on a vacation. But at the same time, I know that I have some very hungry friends, and I know that they'll appreciate this meal, and it also will contribute a lot to the RP. Even me just being stuck in the kitchen right now while I'm in Hawaii contributes to the RP. So I'm not really mad at it. So let's go ahead and start cooking. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and raise our cookbook. And we're going to go ahead and click on it, and we're going to start cooking. Literally click the start cooking button. Select your recipe, and I'm going to go to Mars, apparently. No, I am going to go, I had forgot some ingredients. I had forgot my green beans, so I'm loading those really quick. I told you all I had to make a few more runs to the grocery store. So that's what's happening right now. Oh, look at this can here. It didn't load. See guys, this is exactly what I was telling you. And don't open it, you'll break it. Just re-res it and let it do its thing. See, I didn't even have to delete it like I thought I would. Or take it. It just disappeared by itself once it was loaded. So again, we are going back to the cookbook. We're selecting our recipe. And I am going to go to where the dinners are, and then I'm going to look for my pork dinner and go for the basic honey glazed ham recipe. And then it's asking me how many servings. I'm doing 16 because, so this is the thing, I have about 9 guests or so. I have learned my lesson on cooking the exact amount of meals that I need. Like, I've learned you need to always prepare more, because somebody always gonna overcook unless you serve. Somebody gonna stand up, anything. And that's going to mess up that serving. It's going to disappear and it's going to be gone. But as you can see, all of the ingredients rezzed up because I had all the ingredients that I needed. All you have to do is click on each ingredient one by one, and then it plays the animation for you, which I really love. I'm really cooking, and that is what I really like about this game. It's super Sims vibe, but even more intense, if you get what I'm saying. Like on The Sims, you do shop for groceries and whatnot, but not to this extent. You also don't cook by individual ingredient, so I love that. Also, if you don't know how to cook, it will be a good idea of telling you like what you would use to cook certain things, so it can kind of get you in the vibe. If you have a home that you already have like your AV sitter and everything already loaded into your experiences, you probably would not have to type or select yes to animate your avatar every single time you grab something. So just keep that in mind too, that if you have that automatically in your experiences, it'll just fly in your hand pretty much. But yes, I am just mixing up everything for the glaze, I believe. This is the glaze bowl that I was just telling you about. So as you all seen, it just put all the ingredients there, and that was all I needed. So here I'm just demonstrating the different animations that you can play with while you're cooking. The ham takes a minute to cook, so right now I'm just basting it, getting all the juices all on it, and making sure that it is nice and juicy. But the ham actually takes 1,215 seconds to cook, so I'm not going to sit here the whole time. I'm just going to return when it's ready. And now I am back, and I am here to make the green beans, the sides. You actually cannot cook while the ham is cooking. You have to wait for each thing to finish cooking, which I understand. It could be an overload to all of the scripts and animations trying to cook more than one meal, probably messing stuff up. But here I am just adding like the salt to the water. Then I'm gonna come back and add a little seasoning, get it right. Then I'm gonna follow that with the rest of the ingredients to create the green beans. The green beans do not take as long to cook as the ham does, because the ham, of course, is a really big meal, or a big thing you eat, whatever, that in real life takes a long time to cook. So they try to add the realness to it. I can't remember exactly how long 1,215 seconds was, but I'm thinking it was along the lines of 20 minutes to 30 minutes, which gave me enough time to go meet up with the group and have some RP in the airplane. Since I was in Hawaii before everyone else was, I was the actual hostess of the trip, so no one else even knew where they were staying or how it looked. So I was in Hawaii by myself, finishing up on cooking everything because I wanted to have all the ingredients done. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I cooked the ham. Yeah, I cooked the ham while we were doing the airport scene, and that's when I left it there. And then after we finished the airport scene, this is during a time where all my friends are in Hawaii and they're just chilling, and I'm in the kitchen. But it's cool, like I said. So yeah, I'm just letting these green beans cook, and again, I'm doing an animation to add more fun to it. As you can see, it loaded a few different tools that I could have used to tend to these green beans with, but it just seemed like it made more sense to grab the wooden spoon over, you know, like the spatula or, you know, something like that. And in just a second, you're going to see, yep, right there, the green beans are ready, and I am accepting them and adding them to my inventory. Here we have some boiled sweet potatoes. I had to actually buy the prep dish. This is exactly what I was telling you all. I was not going to buy a bunch of ingredients and make these sweet potatoes. So I just loaded my assets. I opened those up and added them in. This meal took me through it. I would definitely recommend anyone who does start cooking Beyou to start with the basic meals first. Things that do not have a lot of sides and ingredients. You want to get used to it. So I am now preparing the final ingredient, which is my yams. Or what do they call them here? Baked potatoes? I call them yams. Candy yams. But anyway, just waiting on everything to load. I got a little impatient, just clicked on the sweet potatoes before they finished rezzing. But as you can see, they look delicious. Add a little seasoning to it. And, you know, guys, I will eventually go into making a real cooking video where it kind of looks like, you know, like a cooking channel video. But this is just showing you all how to complete the steps of cooking with the Beyou hut and kitchen. So I am back to tending food. I am just about to check it and make sure that it is cooking good. I don't want anything burnt. I do not like burnt food. When I cook in real life, I stand at the kitchen the entire time, unless I'm super busy, because I just like my food to be right, you know? But the yams have 12 more seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, it's only 12% finished, so it's going to be a little while. Add a little bit of milk to it. As you all can see, I do not like looking like I'm pouring stuff into the air or into the counter. So I'm trying to just get my positioning right, but I'm a shorty, so I don't think it's gonna work out. Yeah, add a little brown sugar, and then I think I need next is some butter. And again, like if you actually cook, you know that these are actually ingredients you would be using in making this meal. So if you don't cook, just know that these are the ingredients you would be using in this meal. Give or take a little bit more spice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, finish that up. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up this little tool here that they gave me that's kind of like a stir or a mixer. I'm going to just go ahead and mix that shit on up, grind it on up. You see that? Delicioso. And that is now my sweet potato bowl. And all right, guys, dinner is served. My friends are ready. All 6 of us, not 9. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for the Hawaii vlog.